So friends, why I keep saying you cannot fail even if you want to. You have this sectional aeronautical chart legend, very important to follow all that. In fact, I was just told that airport data. I'm going to separate it and put it in another display, and it's there as module 8, figure 23. And then look at this is very important. That's the airspace classification. Let's get a better view on that. Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's do. Yeah, with the airspace classification, see, we always talk about inverted wedding cake upside down. And yeah, if you want to remember another way, like you can think of me and this my coffee cup, which is in the base it's smaller and becomes bigger. So if that makes if this helps you to remember that ugly guy with a miserable coffee cup, so that'll help too. And in fact, even in your vehicle, you might use the cup you use may have a smaller area bottom, and as it goes up, the area becomes larger. All right, let's get this very close. Okay, this is one of the very important things, airspace classification. In fact, some people call it this is easy, some people call it difficult, but what I would think is if you take this too easy, and when you go to the exam, you might second guess. So I want you to put it in such a way that you get it in your RAM memory or firmware, where you do not, when you go and sit in the exam room, there is you pretty much know exactly what's the image is talking about. So that's very important. And airspace on YouTube, one guy, in fact I put the link also, classified this in a very easy way to remember. I'm going to go with the same same method that he used. On top you got the class A and flight level 600 meaning 60,000 feet and above, and yes, they call it, you have to of course put two zeros behind. If you are in Britain, maybe 2 knots. Okay, that's a different thing. And it starts from 18,000 feet mean sea level and above, all this heavenly area, that is airspace class A, and you are not supposed to be there as a drone pilot. So that's number one thing. And then you got other classifications on the class B airport. Class B, it's 2-tier level. The smallest level generally is 700 feet, and then you get another sector for 1200 feet, and generally after 14,500 mean sea level, it is class E, but class E falls into other areas also. So class A, when you think about class A, think about the altitude. So class A, altitude. All right. Then how to signify class B? The busy airports like JFK, Ohio, LAX. Those are busy airports will have 2 tiers, and in fact 3 tiers. Those are the busy airports, and for the most part, as drone pilots, you cannot go anywhere close by. And you got the Class C airports, which are still crowded. And when you think about C, think about crowded. It's generally the base is 700 feet, and then above is 1200 feet. And you got the Class D. On the Class D airports also, think of it as a dialogue. You still have to communicate with the control tower. And then once you know all those classes, then what is left is, there is no Class F, is the Class G. What is marked over here, Class G, is unclassified airspace, where you can, easy way to remember that is go for it. Yes, so that is very important. You got this yes, we talked about the legend. We are going to come back to legend and get into all the different symbols. Not all. We are going to concentrate on the symbols that will come for the examination, and some of them you can do without worrying too much. And I also want to show on this. So this is, I think I did say before, but this is the Airman Knowledge Testing Supplement for sport pilot, recreation pilot, and private pilot. So when you see this mark, do you see this mark? Do not mark in this book. That is the book that you are getting as the workbook on the examination. So once you see that, that's so let me come back to the assumption that there is no way you can fail this exam. And now I've got 2 areas covered, in the sense one of the main areas, the legend sectional aeronautical chart, and the airspace classification. Then what are these? These are this again about 4 figures in the workbook. That is, the start figure is down. Okay, let's go a little down. Start figure is this one. META, Aviation Routine Weather Report. I'm going to break this down in terms of all the important data points. What this depicts. All these we are going to break them down. That is the META, and also we are going to pilot weather report, and also more importantly TAFs, terminal aerodrome forecast. Those once I define all the important codes in these. And do me a favor, whatever you do not get the answer wrong on this question, because if you stab me, it's even better. It's once you know the codes, you cannot really make a mistake on those. In fact, some of the codes I might even ignore, because it's a little confusing, and I myself don't know some of the codes. But I would definitely detail all the codes that you will get for the test. So you got that question already taken care of, and you got classifications. 100% you have to have it with you before you go to the test. And then okay, sectional chart. Let's concentrate on this sectional chart. Let me get a better display on this one. Yeah, see these classifications in terms of, you see class B, you have the thick blue marking, and the class C is magenta marking. Magenta is the color, right? Okay, and then you have the class D is the not continuous. It is the what's the name?